Timbo actually, Timbo IRL, thank you Timbo. You didn't react to videos from yesterday. Which videos? Oh, the Final Fantasy rating? Okay, let me see. Why did I quit WoW for Final Fantasy rating? Something like that? Yeah, why I quit Mythic rating in WoW.
My name is Lynx Kameli, and in this week's video, I wanted to jump on the bandwagon of why I quit WoW videos, but give my unique perspective as a hardcore raider and someone who doesn't enjoy the typical FF14 hooks like the story. Perhaps you're a Mythic raider yourself and wondering if you'd enjoy raiding in FF14, or hey, perhaps everyone, you're purely an FF14 player who wants to know how a hardcore raider finds enjoyment in the game. Either way, I often feel like these videos focus on the casual side of 14 and not so much the high-end raiding side. Okay. So here's why I quit Mythic raiding in WoW to raid in FF14. I'm a player whose enjoyment of FF14 comes almost solely from raiding, and have notoriously skipped all of the story content in 14, speedrunning to endgame, and reaching raiding as quickly as possible. Okay. This is a pretty uncommon gameplay style in FF14. With the main draws of the game being the story, the characters, the world, glamours, crafting, housing.
That's just sad? I mean, like, it's not sad, right? But, like, oh, he's actually, by the way, perfect legend. Isn't that, like, really good? Isn't that, like, what I have in WoW? Famed Slayer, top 100. I don't know, like, that's a good way to play the game, I guess, but you kind of, like, you're out of content really quickly, though, right? Like, if you think about it, oh, let's just clear the raid and fast level, and then it's over in like a month. Saying something is sad.
And other forms of more casual content. This isn't to say I don't enjoy these parts of the game, and I don't look at skipping the story and rushing to endgame as some sort of badge of honor, but what I care about the most is endgame and high-end raiding. This probably sounds pretty familiar if you're a Mythic Raider in World of Warcraft.
Exactly.
What I'm here to tell you is that...
Like, I don't care about fucking story in WoW, dude. You know, I just care about raids. I need the raids to be good. I don't have to have a raids where I have to stop damage.
Despite the game not catering to high-end raiders, there is still tons of enjoyment to be found and difficult challenges to overcome in Final Fantasy XIV raiding. An important part of FF14 raiding that is often not very well discussed is the issue of boss count in raiding. What I mean by this is that every Savage raid tier in Final Fantasy XIV has only 4 bosses, and this sounds like an incredibly low amount compared to WoW's 10 to 12 boss raids, right? Well, I'm here to tell you that we do actually get comparable boss counts per raid tier. It's just not all in.
This mechanic looks cool. This mechanic looks cool, bro, right? I have no clue what's going on, but like he moved away from the boss to place, I guess, his own illusion.
Savage. You see, in World of Warcraft, raids are released as one complete piece of content, containing all of the bosses for a tier in one area. When a new raid in WoW is released, that is the raid, and aside from Mythic Plus, it's the only place you'll be facing new encounters. FF14 raids are broken up between 24-man raids, also known as Alliance raids.
And these are like easy, right? These are like a joke. True? Any truers in the chat? Hello, Pilav, what's up, man? Oh, these are easy. So this is like LFR, and then 8-man raids are extreme trials where you actually have fun with the boys.
8-man extreme trials, savage raids, and ultimates.
Wait, what the fuck is... Wait, so extreme trials is like... So 8-man extreme trial is like a one-boss dungeon, right? There's no like trash mobs. You just enter, kill the boss, and leave. Okay. Same shirt? Same shirt compared to when though? Yesterday? No. Okay, so understand. Wait, let me think about it. So 24-man raid is whatever. Retards go there. No offense. Like, it's just like whatever. Maybe to see story, like LFR. 8-man extreme trials are just like a big-ass boss, and you kill it and you go out. No trash, no other bosses. Just like one fucking dude standing in the middle. You kill it and you leave. Okay, 8-man savage raids, that's actually raid, right? You have trash mobs, like in WoW, right? That's like literally World of Warcraft. Wait, 8-man Savage Raid is also one boss. Oh. There are no trash in Final Fantasy XIV. That's good. I like that. But isn't there like, let's say a new patch comes out and there's story, right? Like, let's say there's a story to kill this guy. So what the fuck? Do you just like go and kill this guy? Like, doesn't he have like like a castle, and then you have to fight his minions and or some bosses before him to reach him, you know? Like a journey to reach the final boss. Oh, that's the 24-man raids, and that's really easy. Oh, so that's this. But in WoW, this is the hardest type of content, but in this game, it's the easiest type of content. Oh, okay, so this is where you do the story. Okay, I understand now. There are usually quests to move you between bosses. No, I understand now. Okay, and then this is just like one boss, like the things I did, just like, you know, one fucking dude, like it's trial, you get while questing, but on max level you get it on extreme version, and then it's like doing, let's say, Hogger extreme, right? He's just gonna be like one fucking dude standing and you kill him. Yeah. And then what is Savage Raid? Is that like this, but just like harder? Like same boss, just like extra difficulty. Oh, but it's not the same boss. So where do you find these bosses then? Like, who are these guys then? Who is 8-Man Savage Raid? Are they part of the story or is just like a what? Savage harder difficult than extreme. Okay, but you don't understand what I'm asking. So let's say this. Look, 8-Man extreme trials, I know what that is. Like, I understand the concept. When you're doing quests, there is a bunch of fucking mobs. You have to kill 4 quests. And then, you know, they just made them relevant for max level content as well, right? They become like, you can go and do them on extreme. But who are these guys? Like, can you do these like on easy? Can you do this raid on like easy mode? Oh, these are like coils. Okay, so this is like coils, right? Okay, so I understand now. So this is something that you LFR, like a random fucking story raid, that you cannot. This, by the way, this one you cannot do on extreme, right? 24-man alliance raids you cannot do on savage or extreme. Okay, so this is just okay, and then this is trials, but you can do them on extreme later on, no problem. And then this is like, you know, this is also story then, right? Because coils are story, bro. But you can also do them on savage mode, which is like obviously test of skill. If you don't decide to go on savage mode, you just do them with the boys, right? Normal mode, obviously a little bit of struggling, but nothing like super hard. And would you say like 8-man normal raids are easier than 8-man extreme trials? Okay, so then it goes like this. So it's like this is easiest, then this one is easier on normal, then it's extreme trial, then it's savage raid, and then it's probably this one. And now this one, to my understanding, this is just like a one fight, sorry, like 4 fights combined in one. And it's just like a 20-minute fucking pain. Yes, okay. And these ultimates, 4 bosses in one fight, exactly. And those 4 bosses can come from both extreme trials and savage raids, or what? Okay, so let's say if I'm like, let's say I take Neil, right? Okay, or let's say I take extreme, like let's say I take Titan, I take Garuda, then I take fucking Neil, and that tower boss from Coils, and then I mix those 4 together in one fight, and I get ultimate. Okay, and it's like on the hardest one. It's like extreme savage, basically. It's like literally you are a champion if you do this. Okay, and this, okay, and how relevant is your gear in this? Do you scale again? I don't like there's a lot of scaling in this game, which is fine for low level content. So your gear is completely useless in this. Okay, but your gear actually does matter in savage raids, because that's where you go to farm gear, I guess, right? Okay, so now I understand everything. This is so good now. So these are whatever, like a little... These are not important to do. You don't really have to do them on extreme. It's whatever. You can, you know, low, high level, whatever. This is where you get your gear. And obviously it's not easy. And this is just like for fun. If you want to test your skills, you go do 8-man ultimate raids. You don't have to do them. If you don't decide to do these, you still have the best gear in the game. Right? You can have best gear without doing ultimates. Yeah, okay, easy.
There are 4 bosses per alliance raid, 2 extreme trials per raid tier, 4 savage bosses per tier, and depending on how you look at it, 1 or 4 bosses in ultimate, bringing us to a total of 11.
Dude, wait, ultimate can have 1 boss, not 4 though. I cannot see who subbed, by the way. It takes a little bit of time for my program to load, by the way, so thank you. I heard it.
11 or 14 bosses per raid tier cycle. The reason
Alucard, thank you for the prime. Alucard, so much, bro. Thank you, Teambo IRL, one more time for the prime. Thank you.
I say ultimate can be 1 or 4, depending on how you look at it, is that ultimate raids are boss gauntlets that contain multiple bosses split up by phases inside of one fight.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is why ultimate fights are generally upwards of 15 to 18 minutes for one encounter. With the raids being split up like this, you have a trade-off of having more diversity.
15 minutes, so that's like what? Mythic Sylvanas. Mythic Sylvanas is like 16 minutes. 15 minutes. But I feel like... But wait, okay, can I ask you a question now about these ultimates? Is that... Do you know which bosses are going to happen? Or is it just like a little random? Okay, you know which ones. And do you choose like which ones? Like, or is it like weekly rotation or something? Like Mythic Plus, you know, affixes. Oh, it's a fix. Okay. Okay, it's good. Like, because I thought, like, imagine if it's like random. That would be like next level. What the fuck? Like, oh shit, we get this guy. Wait, what does this guy do? I forgot. Okay, I understand now.
Pilav is very sexy and strong, man.
And like in Final Fantasy competitive PvE scene, who has the biggest dick? Like, let's say Endwalker comes out, and how do you measure your dicks in this game? Is it whichever guild clears the Savage Raid first? Is it whichever guild clears the Ultimates first? Who has the biggest cock? Who is world first? Dude, I ate pizza and I have a piece of fucking mushroom in my teeth and I cannot get it out. You measure your dicks with a ruler. Oh, okay, I get it now. Okay, with ruler, yeah, good one. Eric, thank you, Eric, for tier 1, bro. Eric, that was the name of my fucking monk trainer, now I remember. Yesterday, I couldn't remember the name of my monk trainer. It was Eric. Thank you, dude.
Variety in bosses, where they exist in the game, their design, and their arenas, with the drawback being less highly challenging encounters and a smaller pool of bosses that drop the best gear in the game.
Okay.
The last part there is the most important. When looking to acquire the best gear in the game, yes, you will only have the 4 savage bosses to tackle, as ultimates only exist as an extreme challenge, not rewarding better gear, but a transmog weapon and a title to show off your accomplishment.
No, that's enough.
The diversity of raiding, though, means that outside of your weekly savage raiding, you have many other pieces of content that you can take part in and still receive rewards that fuel your savage and ultimate raids.
Okay.
Alliance raids, in comparison to WoW, are around LFR to early normal mode difficulty, but reward coins, which can be turned
Wait, what the fuck is this boss, bro? Aren't these like a train fucking shine? How do you say? Kako se kaže shine, jebe me mater? Look, dude.
For gear upgrade tokens.
Look, dude, there's like fucking trains are gonna come. Three of these are coming. Train tracks, yeah, rails.
Which are required to upgrade your gear to
I swear to God, look now, there's gonna be train, right?
the highest level. These tokens are...
I knew it, bro. Because obviously green light. What a stupid fucking, at the same time, insane mechanic.
Also
right? Wait, you can hit a boss with it. Maybe boss takes damage if you hit it.
drop in Savage, so you don't have to do alliance raids for them, but they're a good way to acquire them for your alt classes,
what the
or if
fuck?
you're getting unlucky and not receiving the upgrade tokens fast enough to keep up with your gear upgrades. Moving on to Extreme Trials, the next tier above Alliance raids, they are around early Heroic boss difficulty, meaning that they are very often pugged and don't require voice comms or much commitment to farm them. These bosses drop high item level weapons, allowing you an avenue to acquire a near Savage raid level weapon much more easily than Savage raiding.
Oh, so Extreme Trials is what you can do, like, so let's say I hit level 80, okay, and I just go to LFG, and I can comfortably get into groups for extreme trials? Or do I need any like achievement, a rated IO score, item level score, fucking female gender? Sorry. What do I need? Or can I just like queue up? You might need item level though. Maybe I can buy like okay, but okay, one more question, dude. Like, okay, let's say I hit level 80. What is the best way to gear up? Crafting gear. Okay, so it's similar to World of Warcraft, I guess. To get like 230 item level gear, you can buy it in auction house. Okay, and once I buy the crafted gear, I go into raids. And by raids, you mean like those 24-man raids? Or you mean like savage raids? Well, not savage. Normal version raids. 8-man raids. But not savage though, right? I get fucked in savage. All of them? Are you fucking kidding me, bro? How the fuck do I do savage raids? How does a random... Okay, but how does an average player do savage raid? So yeah, fucked. You're rank 1 warrior? Yes, but okay, what if I'm asking for my sister? My sister got level 80, she bought crafting gear. What is she supposed to do now? She gets fucked? She goes savage? It's not fucking way my fucking sister's gonna do savage. She's garbage. She needs to pug savage. Okay, that's not gonna happen.
Many high-end raiders actively progress these trials while also progressing the Savage Raid tier, as the weapons from extreme trials can prove highly beneficial when progressing in Savage. They also drop mounts, so people farm these extreme trials throughout the entire expansion. This is a huge part of FF14 that I love. The fact that a new raid release does not invalidate the previous raids. Because there are cosmetics tied to the raids, like mounts and transmog items, people actively farm old content forever. And you can always go back and experience an older extreme trial with 7 others just for fun. Or to get the mount or transmog, whatever reason you have for being there, you can find a group for it. Compare that to World of Warcraft, where a new raid release means all 10 or so bosses that you've been farming are now seemingly gone forever. There are some really fun raids in WoW that I would have loved to keep doing throughout an expansion just out of enjoyment, but because a new raid was released and better gear exists, nobody ran the old raids. Add on to that the fact that you can have every class in the game on one character in Final Fantasy XIV, meaning you can swap classes and roles whenever you want. Farming old bosses doesn't ever get boring. Maybe I want to tank an extreme trial today, or maybe I want to heal it. Maybe I've been trying to learn melee DPS and will practice on extreme trials to get good enough for Savage. This is one of the biggest replayability factors for high-end raiders such as myself. Moving on to Savage raids then.
No, but that's true actually. The guy has a really good point. Like, think about this, bro. Let's say Blizzard releases a raid, beautiful fucking Castle Natria. Okay, 6 months later, irrelevant. Like, completely fucking irrelevant, just gathering dust. Nobody even, like, remembers it. Like, it's over, forever done, garbage. You never go back in. It just, like, it doesn't exist, bro. You might as well literally just lock the raid, so we cannot enter it. That's what sucks about WoW. I agree, bro. But at the same time, the amount of gear you get from, like, new raid, even if you went back to do old raid, you know, for fun, you would just, like, destroy it. So, what if World of Warcraft does this as well? You know, they cap, like, item level, you know, when you do old raids. And they let us get some, I don't know, transmogs or mounts. I would enjoy doing fucking Sire Denatrius, Mythic Sire Denatrius again, you know? Honestly, I would. Or, dude, go back to fucking Siege of Orgrimmar. Oh, shit. Siege of Orgrimmar? Minimum item level, no echo. Are you kidding me? No way, like, people would play Final Fantasy. Let's be honest. Everyone would play fucking WoW. Dude, you go Black Temple. Meanwhile level, no. Oh, dude, are you kidding me, man? Or they do like Lich King. 25 heroic Lich King is a trial. You just queue up for Lich King. There's no like other bosses and there's no trash mobs. Dude, how the fuck are they gonna do that now? You have time walking for that? But that's not the same, bro. I'll tell you why. Time walking, yes, it scales you down on level and item level. But it doesn't,
very sexy and strong,
it doesn't remove the abilities. You understand? We still keep like fucking ancient aftershock. But the problem with that is, we had some other... That's actually a problem with WoW. I'm not sure about... Okay, how many abilities do you lose in Final Fantasy each time new expansion comes out? That's actually a problem. Because you would go back to Siege of Orgrimmar, but you had different abilities back then. So even if they remove new ones, like, they have to bring back old ones. So then you get fucked or what? You lose 2 to 3. And you gain like what? 2 to 3, I guess. Okay, so technically, back in like, let's say the coils that I'm doing right now, people used to have completely different abilities, let's say as monks, than I have now. Okay. You see, that's a little bit of a problem. Maybe back then it was like way harder because of those abilities maybe were bad. Levitukus, thank you, bro. That's good, man. Thank you for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you for 4 months, bro. Pill, what are your thoughts on the Afghanistan stuff going on? I see, bro. I don't know. By the way, is this Shiva? I think, yeah, this is Shiva, bro. Wait, Shiva is on level 80 as well? What the fuck? I don't know, Afghanistan, dude. I just feel bad for people. That's it. I feel bad for people. Like, I don't know. This is spoilers? It's another Shiva. No, it's literally the same,
This is where
bro.
the best gear in the game will come from, and where most of the challenging raid content lies. Savage difficulty is around N heroic to late mythic difficulty, with each boss being progressively more difficult than the last. While yes, WoW does have more mythic bosses, if you've ever been in a decently progressed mythic guild, you'll be aware of the fact that the first 5 to 7 bosses in a mythic raid are much easier than the last 3.
Yeah.
There is a sharp increase in difficulty near the end of a mythic raid, whereas
Usually, in this current tier, Kel'Thuzad is like the easiest boss out of everything, bro, and he's last to last. But usually, yes, last 3 are the hardest ones, because obviously Blizzard. So first one is a joke. First one on Mythic is like literally comparable to fucking Titan Extreme in ARR. There you go. Not even Titan, honestly, bro. Like, what's easier than Titan? Garuda. There you go. Garuda is equal to fucking Terragru Mythic, bro. You just stand in place and there's like 2 mechanics. Yeah, it's like Garuda Extreme, pretty much. But they do that on purpose, right? They don't wanna like. They want some guilds to kill at least one boss, bro. Otherwise, what the fuck? Are they gonna quit the game? But if you compare, like, let's say, you know, pre-nerf Mythic Painsmith to any of the fucking things I did so far, I mean, it's 10 times harder, right? It got nerfed. That's the thing, bro, with fucking Blizzard games. Like, as soon as something is hard, they nerf. Dude, Painsmith was really hard, right? Dude, instant nerfed after like 2 weeks. Just instant nerf, bro. And now it's a joke. Not a joke, but like now it's easier. A lot. Painsmith was too hard though. Yeah. I don't know. It was hard, but wasn't too hard. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to kill it. I killed it pre-nerf. I did. It's still not easy? Yeah, dude. It's a 5th boss. Shouldn't be that hard. Dude, I hate this fucking mentality though. But it's not super hard though. Like, look, okay, you had... You had like one mechanic where it's a little bit fucking, you know, sketchy. But that's fun, man. I don't like to struggle. It's harder than the rest. Yeah, then buff other bosses instead of nerfing Painsmith. Stop damage, hey, shut the fuck up. By the way, yes, on Painsmith, you also had to stop damage. That's another boss where you had to stop damage. Still do, by the way. Because you didn't want to push the boss too fast, and then healers don't have healing cooldowns for the next set of traps in phase 2. So you would like sit there, jerk off, waiting for fucking healing series to come back, to push the boss, do an intermission, and blow the traps. Exalted, thank you for the 420, bro.
Sup.
Sup, man. Why, there's nothing else, just sup? Sup, man. E9s is crazy for an intro boss, in my opinion. Make it turn off your keyboard. I was turning off my keyboard, bro. Then yeah.
Whereas Savage is a constant progression of difficulty, meaning that no boss feels like a pushover. On top of that, FF bosses are also on average longer than Mythic bosses, averaging around 8 to 11 minutes per Savage fight, compared to WoW's 4 to 8 minute average. This longer fight duration
8 to 13. Shiva is 13.5 minutes. I think okay, Silent Nautilus was 10. Yeah, I remember that. But I think Sylvanas is like a little bit longer. Maybe now it's like 13. On progress, it used to be 15. Obviously, in WoW, bosses die faster the more gear you have. Not sure about this game. But back in the days, it used to be more. Let's see now. Sylvanas, yeah, 14 minutes. Look, 14 minutes. But I remember on like actually on like week 1 first kill, it used to be like 16 even. This guy is 10. So it's 14, 10. How much this? 13, 10. Yeah, so like kind of 7, like 7 on average. And then you have like 5, 6, 6. Obviously, first bosses are easier. 4. I would say like on average, this is like 8 minutes on average. 14, 10, 8, 5, 6, 6, 4, 4. Yeah, like 7, 8 minutes. Yeah, whatever.
This longer fight duration also exists in extreme trials, so when looking at encounter time across an entire raid tier, FF might actually have more encounter time than WoW's, despite having a lower boss count. This is of course made up by World of Warcraft having trash between its bosses, whereas FF14 doesn't, but boss fight time can be...
I actually like the fact that there is no trash. Dude, I hate fucking trash. I hate doing trash. I'm almost always AFK on trash. I always like, if we're doing trash mobs, I always AFK, bro. Always I find a way to either read the chat, or if I'm not streaming, I just go do something. Like literally, I cannot do trash, man. It's so stupid, boring, pointless, useless. Oh, but it's lore, man. These are his minions. You have to fight him. Fucking get him out. Put him in normal only.
Higher in FF14 depending on what you're looking at. This is another big reason as to why a hardcore raider can enjoy FF14, as despite a lower boss count, the bosses feel fuller and more complete, with many different phases and mechanics throughout the entire encounter. When moving on to Ultimate Raids, it gets even crazier. Ultimate Raids are, without a doubt, the hardest pieces of raiding content ever conceived in an MMO, aside from one-shots and just cheese bosses. I'm sure many long-term WoW players will scream about how wrong I am for saying that, with Nax Rammus being the hardest raid ever, or Sartharian 3 Drakes, or Mythic Gul'dan, Mythic Sargeras. How can an 8-man raid be harder than a 20-man raid?
True.
Listen, I've been there. I know how hard WoW fights can be. I know that the clear rates for end mythic bosses are extremely low. But what I can tell you is that Mythic Unat is the only fight in WoW to ever compete with Ultimate Raids in FF14 in terms of difficulty. And that raid was the least cleared Mythic raid in history. 8-man raids are so much harder than 20-man raids because with only 8 players, you can give those players extreme personal responsibility on a level you just cannot do with 20 people. 20 points of failure versus 8 points of failure. With a smaller amount of failure points, you can create harder individual challenges. Add on the fact that ultimate raids can last up to 20 minutes with one mistake having the ability to cause a wipe and reset your progress back to the beginning, and oh man, are these fights insanely difficult. You can point out clear dates and how many people clear ultimates and say that they're easier than certain WoW bosses, but that's only because WoW bosses are gear gated and FF14 bosses are not. Ultimate raids are designed with players being best in slot, meaning they are 100% tailor-made to be incredibly difficult, and you cannot overgear them. Even when a new raid releases, ultimate raids are item level synced, meaning if you come in with better gear later on, too bad, your stats get lowered to the level they were when the raid was released. 4 years after the first Ultimate was released, we still have thousands of players attempting them, and progressing for months, hoping to get it clear. This is where high-end, hardcore raiders live in Final Fantasy XIV.
Fuck's sake, the way this guy speaks, man. The way this guy speaks just makes me want to do this now, but I'm fucking level 50. Are you kidding me, man? Oh, the way this guy fucking speaks, dude. I obviously need a guild for this. You need comms. You need fucking... Like, this is some next level. You're not gonna pug Ultimate, I guess. Like, the way he speaks. You're not gonna pug Mythic Gul'dan. That's for sure. You can pug Ultimates? You can pug. Wait, what do you mean? He just said it's like the hardest ever thing in MMOs. How can you pug it then? You can pug? I mean, then it's not the hardest thing ever if you can pug him with no voice or what? It's been out for years. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, maybe like if you do, yeah, maybe you can pug it with people who already did it, right? Yeah, right. There's no way you to get 8 people who never killed this boss to come like and pug it with no voice. Are you kidding me? Like there's zero chance. Right? There's zero chance, bro. Yeah, exactly. That's my point. Why are you Pepe laughing, dude? I don't like this emote. I swear to God, Pepe laugh is gonna be the first emote I'm going to fucking kill. I hate that emote, man. Like, what does it mean? Like, haha, he doesn't know, you know? Like, what do you mean? Just tell me then. Instead of like, Pepe laugh, just fucking tell me. Like, that's the thing. Like, I don't like it. I hate it because it's like such a weasel emote. It's like literally a weasel. You're like, listen to this loser. He doesn't know anything. But like, then tell me, bro. Yeah, go on. I'm waiting. You understand? It's just so like annoying, man. Like a little snake in the grass. I lack critical information. Ah, stupid, man.
Raids have basically ruined other MMOs for me. Without the insane challenges of Ultimate, I just don't know how to have fun in an MMO anymore. I crave that insane challenge, the hours of wiping 15 minutes in and banging your head in frustration, and the immense satisfaction of finally overcoming the challenge and clearing an Ultimate. I have dozens of clears on these fights, and still enjoy doing them to this day.
True.
Some people have hundreds of clears of Ultimates, no longer needing the transmog rewards, but just doing them because the challenge is so fun.
Okay, I have a question now. I have a really serious question. Ultimates, they do not have lockout, right? Because they don't give gear, I guess. So you can literally do them. You can say do same ultimate 20 times a day, bro. If you're crazy. They used to have, not anymore. Okay. Right. But Savage Raids, they actually drop gear. And I'm quite sure you cannot just spam them. You, like a weekly lockout, maybe? You can now Savage as well. But there is gear lockout. Wait, you can do them, but they don't drop gear after first clear or what? Well, it's actually so smart. On the release, they have a lockout. Okay, so, okay, wait. So what you're saying is this. Sanctum of Domination has a weekly lockout. But let's say if you go into next patch, you would be able to go back to Sanctum and do it all the time. There's no lockout. Okay, but then, do you get new Savage Raid every patch? In this game or no? You do. So, and that new raid is going to have a lockout then. Every 2, okay. Okay, I understand now. Okay. Every second patch you get a new Savage Raid. So what do you get? Let's say this patch you got a Savage Raid. What do you get then next day in next patch? If you don't get a raid, what do you get? Is there like anything else? Oh, you get trials and ultimates. Okay, so there is content every patch. I thought maybe like one patch is content patch and another patch is maybe like, I don't know, like mount patch. Maybe you get like a new zone to do quests. Okay. Every patch is content. Yeah, good.
Even after your 20th clear, there is still a joy to be had in the amount of skill it requires to be cleared. When I say I enjoy FF14, that's mostly because I love Ultimate Raids.
Guess you're gonna like Shadowbringers raids a lot.
So what did you say, brother? Guess you're gonna like Shadowbringers raids a lot. I'm gonna like everything, but I'm gonna wipe. A lot of wipes makes me... By the way, speaking of wipes, I hope you guys are ready. I'm gonna need 7 Ultimate Legends to help me kill Neil in Quills. 7 Ultimate Legends. I want the biggest cocks in chat. I wanna have a big cock. Like, let's say you're a person in front of me right now, and I tell you, you know what, buddy? Take your pants off. And you take your pants off, and I want those genitals to literally fluster on the table, right? Like, I want to hear the echoing of your cock. That's what I want. You know? Like, I don't want this. Like, what the fuck is that? That's what I want. For Neil, man. For Neil. WoW raid brain. How is that a WoW raid brain, bro? Listen, this guy's saying WoW raid brain. Look at my eyes. Okay, look at my eyes. Brother, I played fucking coils until 6 a.m. yesterday. 6 a.m., bro. I had a fucking healer called Nick. And Nick was that every single pull. I asked Nick, yo, Nick, have you ever done these fights in coils? He says, brother, I have no clue what the fuck is going on. Literally. And then I wanted to kick him, and people say, you can't do that, this is Final Fantasy. I'm like, okay, but why not? Oh, you cannot bring WoW toxicity to our game. Brother, he's literally fucking dead every pull, man. The fuck? Like, he's toxic, not me. Like, he was dead every single pull, bro. Literally. They said, oh, that's about toxicity, you cannot kick people. What? Okay, like, then Nick, you fuck me in the ass, even though I don't like it, but it's fine. He was like, oh yeah, oh sorry, I forgot to give you the most critical part of the story. Listen, Nick was lagging. I asked him, Nick, why did you do that every single pull? I lag, bro. I said, I don't really believe you. Toxic. Oh, dude, you know what? I almost got banned, by the way. Literally, I almost got banned. I was doing as well these ultimates, and I had a black mage who did less damage than tank, right? So I showed DPS meters on stream, right? And I said, what the fuck, dude? This demon is doing less damage than tank. Holy fuck, bro. I heard FBI on my door. You cannot do that. You cannot shame people based on DPS, dude. It's illegal. Oh, sorry. My bad. Like, I feel like I robbed a bank or something, bro. Literally, I had a black mage doing less damage than tank. I had a healer called Nick, who is dead every pull, and he always just says I'm lagging, and then I cannot kick him, otherwise I'm toxic. And then on top of that, it was 6 in the morning, so like everyone is like bleeding from eyes. Of course, best pull, we reached phase 2, bro. Best pull 70% after 4 hours. Yeah, it's alright, dude. Coils, by the way. Coils, by the way. People say, oh, this is like, this is not even the hardest fight in the game. I'm like, okay, dude. Go back, wrap it up, go back to classic WoW, dude. I mean, you wanna get banned, don't you? Listen, this is the thing. If you show your DPS meters on stream and you say, you know what, buddy? You're a DPS, you're doing less than tank. Is there something you wanna tell us? I don't think you should get banned for that. Maybe if I made maybe if I laughed at him. Look at this loser, ha ha ha. Then yeah, sure.
Moving on from Ultimate, a huge reason I stick with FF14 over WoW as a competitive hardcore raider is the simplicity of gearing in FF14. I cannot tell you how liberating it felt to leave World of Warcraft and come over to FF14 and find out that there are actual best-in-slot lists that give me an extremely clear path of gear progression. I hated the RNG factor of gearing in WoW, with some pieces coming from Mythic Plus, meaning I would have to wait for my weekly vault and hope I get the highest item level version, and other pieces coming from raiding, but maybe they don't ever drop, or they go to other players, and I'm seemingly just pulling a slot machine hoping to get an upgrade. In stark comparison, FF14 gearing is completely deterministic. There are only 2 sources of max item level gear, being Savage Raids and your weekly Tombstones. These weekly Tombstones are most akin to Valor points in WoW. They are rewarded to you for completing max level...
But wait, he says something. He said like it's like a slot machine loot, that is. So let's say this boss drops how many items? Like 3 items? But if there is 8 players, like not everyone gets an item though, right? Am I stupid or what? It's still like a slot machine. Like I feel like it's same as in WoW. He meant WoW? Yeah, but like, isn't it the same? 1 boss, 3 items, and 3 people get it out of 8. Yeah, Loot Master. You also get a token. Yeah, but like you have to understand. People told me those tokens, it takes you like fucking 8 weeks to get 1 item with those tokens, right? You cannot just like buy 1 item right away. I'll keep on watching again.
Content with a weekly cap of 450 and gear items ranging from 375 tomestones to 1,000.
Wait, how much did you... What did you... Sorry.
Now, they are rewarded to you for completing max level content.
Yes.
With a weekly cap of 450 and gear items ranging from 375 tomestones to 1,000. Only having 2 sources of max item level gear means that you can create clear best-in-slot gear sets and have the exact path to get them laid out in front of you.
Yeah.
This is because Savage Raids are not purely gear drop based. Savage Raids drop treasure chests that contain a certain piece of gear, and you can open this chest on any class, and it will give you the raid gear piece for that specific class.
Okay.
For example, the final boss of a Savage Raid tier drops a weapon chest, and if you get the weapon chest, it's not a sword, or an axe, or a bow. It's whatever you want it to be. And
oh, so it's like token in a Sanctum. Oh, so it's like a weapon token, and then you can go to a vendor and buy whatever type of weapon you want. We had that in WoW as well in last patch, but it wasn't really like that. You had 3 different tokens for, let's say you had, so it is a weapon token, but it's not for every class. You understand? So like, let's say warrior, rogue, and druid. So let's say a token drops, but it's for warlock, priest, shaman. I cannot get it. But they can get it and buy any weapon they want.
And you determine what weapon you'll get from it by opening it on the class that uses a particular weapon type. Even better is that clearing a Savage Raid fight gives you a currency once per week, specific to every single boss. And after acquiring enough of these boss-specific currencies, you can trade them for items that boss will drop.
Okay.
So after a certain amount of weeks, you are guaranteed to receive the item you're looking for. This means that you can accurately predict when you will get your best-in-slot items, how long it will take to upgrade them to max item level, and what specific pieces you're searching for.
It's like PvP.
Lastly, a great benefit to a player like me who enjoys all types of games and not just FF14 is that logging out for days at a time doesn't mean that you fall behind. In World of Warcraft, when you are in a high-end mythic raiding guild, it can feel like you have to grind out whatever expansion currency is required to power up your borrowed power system. I remember.
But is this Ultimate or Savage Raid? This one. But that, what are you? Man, are you going to quit WoW? I'm not gonna quit WoW. This is Savage. Okay, I'm not gonna quit WoW, bro. Like, this is the thing. The problem is this week I played more FF than WoW, so a lot of people think it's over for my WoW career. It's not, dude. Literally, I'm gonna play both games, man. But I agree. Actually, getting in WoW is so annoying, man. It's so fucking annoying. Like, you guys know. Look at me. I still need a weapon from Mythic Kel'Thuzad. For people that don't understand what that is. So in WoW, last 2 there's like a 10 boss raid, right? 10. But always last 2 bosses drop higher item level, right? So the items from those last 2 bosses are fucking, they're bis. They're bis. They're not only bis because of stats, but they're literally just better. Like, every stat is higher. You understand? So there is a weapon from the last to last boss. Kel'Thuzad, Mythic Kel'Thuzad, crazy strong villain in World of Warcraft. And I need that weapon, bro. It's a 2-handed sword, and my warrior would do literally 200 more DPS. Now, the problem is, bro, it's called Jatis. Yes, it's called Jatis, the Prison Blade. Perfect name for a fucking sword that never drops. I'm in a fucking prison, bro. So basically, bro, I killed this boss 5 times, and on top of that, I had 4 weekly vaults. So that is 9 chances to loot that weapon. Cock. Slimy, juicy, cum-dripping cock. Veins all over from the both sides, bro. Arteries full of blood pumping into the belly. Cock. Just a big-ass fucking old-ass cock, dude. No, I still don't have it, man. I still don't have it. And every time, I swear to God, it's like the most addicting thing. Like, the fight itself is boring, by the way. Mythic Kel'Thuzad is like really, really, really boring fight. There is that clip of me saying stop damage. You know, it came from that. Because that boss fight lasts for 10 minutes. And I'm not kidding now, by the way. I'm literally not kidding. 4 out of those 10 minutes, you're not doing damage. 4, but it's not like, oh, why are you not doing damage? Oh, you have to hit something else. No, you're literally not doing anything. Not just damage. You're like not doing anything. Like, you're literally not doing anything, like this. So you would like stand like this. You don't even have to dodge anything. There's no mechanics going on, right? But in that phase, like, there is literally nothing. Just stand like this, right? And then 1 minute per phase. So you're literally AFK for 4 minutes. Just like completely AFK. Maybe if I had to like run around and maybe catch some rabbits, you know, it would be at least more engaging. But no, you're stopping damage and you're like AFK. You don't have any logs to prove that. Sorry, you must be lying. Our logs are private. Our guild doesn't want to get players poached, you know. So clip. Also, there is no lockout if you wipe or pass the loot, so you can rerun until you trigger your lockout with whatever you want. Okay, that's good, but sounds a little bit OP though. You can get the best items really fast. So basically, well, I was going to say something. So basically, the fight is extremely garbage, and then finally, once you kill the boss, your like dopamine spikes, bro. You feel so fucking empowered, right? When you right click that boss, that corpse on the ground that's bleeding from the swords stabbed into his neck. You right click the boss, you hope to get this weapon you needed, and then you get fucked. Nothing. Nada. Ništa. Nula. Nema ništa, burazeru. Nada. Estoy nata. Finito. Nada. Ništa, bro. 75 anima. And then I fucking tilt so much, I scream, and I don't want to play the game anymore, man.
Hundreds of mob souls runs in Legion to farm artifact power, grinding out islands in BFA for...
I tried to drink water, but the cap was on. The gearing is depressing. It truly is, man. It truly unironically is. But at the same time, to be honest, I feel like it's gambling. At the same time, to be honest, when you open the weekly vault, right, in WoW, and there is a weapon or any item you actually need, right? Let's say there is one item you need out of 50, and it is up there in vault, you know? It kind of feels good though, not gonna lie. Honestly. Let's say tomorrow I'm gonna open my vault. So basically, for people that don't know how vault works, you have like 50 items in raid, right? 50 items. And in the vault, you get 3 out of those 50. But it's random, right? And out of those 50, I need like 7, right? So the chances of me getting an upgrade, pretty decent, right? I get 3, I need 7 out of 50. So you have like 3 times 1 in 7 in 50. I don't know, bro. Do the fucking math. Basically, but I only need like 1 item out of those 50s that is really sick. So, if I get that item, right, in the vault tomorrow, it's gonna feel so good, bro. It's gonna feel so good, right? But if I don't want to say anything, but Monka TOS. Monka TOS. Maybe I recreate the Summit Smash clip. Wait, what's the mathematical percent actually? So you have 50 items, but you need 7 out of 50. But in the vault, you have 3 chances to get it. So you're basically 7 out of 50, but 3 times in a row. That's a lot of fucking math to do, bro. It's 6% because it's 3 out of 50. Wait, what? Oh, this guy's smart. I think I agree with this guy. It's 7 out of 50, then 7 out of 49, and 7 out of 48. Wait. Okay, that sounds really stupid, though. It doesn't matter. My point is, the chance is, like, decent. It's, like, probably, like, 14%, yeah?
For Azurite, and now, in Shadowlands, Torghast and Maw dailies. I hated feeling forced to play the game to farm some arbitrary currency for a system that will be invalidated in a patch. In FF14...
No, that's actually a good question. Is there any, like, chore in this game? Like, if you want to be a hardcore Savage Raider, is there any chore? Like, do you have to do, like, your legendary grind? Like, is there any, like, daily quest you have to do? Some fucking Torghast, Cortia, research for the... Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, nothing. You just go into raids. There's no way.
Arbitrary currency for a system that will be invalidated in a patch.
Wait, there's no way.
In FF14, the only things you have to care about on a weekly basis is your weekly raid lockout and tomestones.
Yeah.
Tombstones, like I mentioned before, come from literally any piece of level 80 content, so you can do whatever you enjoy in the game and get rewarded. I don't have to do a specific activity that's super boring for some random currency that I don't care about. I can just do 1 dungeon per day and cap my tomestones over time. And guess what? When I have the tomestone gear I want for my main class, I can just stop capping my tomestones every week. The game allows you to choose what you want to do, how often you want to do it, and doesn't lock you into a system that requires upkeep, otherwise you fall behind. There have been times where I've logged out for weeks at a time while my raid team was taking a short break, and when I logged back in weeks later, I was at the same power level I left off at, and on par with everyone else. In the high-end raid community, it generally takes 8 weeks of raiding to get full best in slot. So after 8 weeks of re-clears, You have
Pilav is very
months to
sexy
do
and
whatever you
strong,
want.
man.
Rate on
Okay.
an alt class, because in FF you can have every class on the same character. Farm
That's
mounts.
so good, by the way. That's so good, bro. You have one guy, and then that one guy can be any class. That's so good, though. Because then you don't have to, like, it's your alts are in your main, like, very much. You're like same. Thank you so much, bro, for Zorojin. What's up, man? Thank you, my brother. Thank you for 7 months. And Profound Soup. Thank you for 5 gifted subs, bro. You crazy? You have money? Thank you, bro. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Profound Soup. Beautiful, beautiful guy. You don't fall behind for logging out or doing on the stuff in the game. No, but like honestly, dude, this game is like. But like, okay, like I'm gonna ask something really fucking ridiculous, I guess. Before Asmongold started playing this game, we can see it on Google Trends, right? Was this game like super popular or not? Like the spike you can see on Google Trends since Asmongold started playing, it was okay, but like. Was it as close to now? Like now when I go to any city, bro, there's like literally thousands of people. Like literally everywhere I go. If I go to most dead zone in this game, I can find people. I'm not sure if that's as Asmongold effect or like just like how it is. Oh, it's not close to now. Okay, okay. So it just like Asmongold started this like stream, like Twitch. He popularized it on Twitch. True. Because dude, like honestly, like I don't know. Like, this game is really popular even before Asmongold. But, dude, there is no famous streamers. Like, there's not a single famous Final Fantasy streamer. Oh, you can say Zapla, whatever, dude, sure. A little fucking cat girl from Ukraine or what? Sure, a good one. Had, like, probably 1K viewers before Asmongold made her popular. Let's be honest, right? So, there's no, like, no one before Asmongold. Xeno? Xeno was also 1K Andy before this surge on Twitch, right? I'm talking about before June or before May even. Before May, how did the Twitch section on Final Fantasy look like? She's American and lives in Ukraine. That's what I heard at least. Yeah. Yeah, nothing above 1.5k. Exactly, because I never heard about any like famous Final Fantasy streamer. And now WoW streamers went over, you know, you have like these beautiful people like Asmongold, Rich Campbell, Nagura, dude, Caroline, you know. Then you have like Annie Fusion, dude. Annie Fusion is all over the place, bro. You can see her play any of the games. My favorite streamer. My favorite streamer. When they do like a streamer of the year, dude, I swear to God, I'm gonna vote for Annie Fusion. Stop the cap? What do you mean stop the cap? Dude, she's all over the place, bro. She's all over the place. What a beautiful, beautiful streamer. I love her. Not Snow Mixie? Can we get Snow Mixie to come and play Final Fantasy? Snow Mixie, why don't you play Final Fantasy? Oh, there's no PvP. Come on, guys. Why do you have to have PvP in a game to enjoy it? By the way, there is PvP. It's a little bit weird, but there is. She'll hate it? Yeah, I know there's PvP, yeah, but I don't think WoW players will enjoy Final Fantasy PvP. Yeah. I honestly think, like, this might sound really stupid. I think WoW PvP is the best PvP in any MMO game. Maybe not New World, but we will have to see about that one. Like, I honestly think it's good. The problem is, like, all these games are not made to be PvP games, though, no? Guild Wars 2? I actually never played that one. I played Blade and Soul, Black Desert Online, I guess Final Fantasy, World of Warcraft. That's about it, I think. Did I play anything else? I didn't try Guild Wars 2 though. You know what game? Dude, Blade and Soul had good PvP, man. It looked stupid, but it was good actually. It wasn't bad. Like, it really, really was good. I remember doing it, like, a lot. Blade and Soul pay to win? As shit, sadly. Yeah, I can't remember why I quit it. I think that might be the reason. But I just remember, like, in 2006, 17, I used to play a lot of Blade and Soul PvP, and I actually had fun. Like, damn, it was really fun. This guy's a weasel or what? Who is this guy? Lynx. Lynx, you talk a big game, man.
Hey, everyone.
Lynx, listen to me, buddy. You are maybe in the chat right now. Are you in the chat, bro? Lynx, if you're in the chat, type 1. I make videos myself. New videos every Tuesday. Good, good. Is that true, though? Every Tuesday? Nope. 2 weeks ago, brother. You missed one Tuesday. I don't want to be that guy, but... Sup, motherfucker? You missed one fucking Tuesday. Oh, so everyone is spamming one. He doesn't stream, actually. I wanted to ask him to boost me. Yeah, I want to ask him to, like, boost me. But the problem is this, dude.
In extreme trials, tackle an ultimate and continue your raiding journey, or log out until the next raid releases. World of Warcraft always felt like it was designed for people who only play WoW.
True,
and
actually.
While I love FF14 and have over 10,000
Dude, that's so smart what he said. I never thought about it. I think WoW was designed for people who only play WoW. What the fuck? That's actually so... That's literally it. Because you have to do all these chores, right? Like, what do you think I was doing before I started the stream? You have one option. One time to guess. What was I doing before the stream? Miti Plus? Close. Cortia, exactly. One guy got it. Ovo, XO. Cortia. I was doing fucking Cortia rares and dailies, bro. Of course. I was eating my pizza. Look. I bought pizza. So I was eating pizza, you know, and doing Cortia. Literally. And then when I was done, I got my coffee here. I sipped on a little bit of coffee and here I am. Of course. Doing chores? Yeah. Just like doing chores, bro. I was watching, what's it called? Annie Fusion play the game. Annie Fusion was streaming when I started streaming. I love Annie Fusion. Annie Fusion, are we still... She ended the stream and now all her viewers are watching. If you're Annie Fusion fan, hearts in the chat. She ended the stream and now all these fucking people are here, man. Listen, guys, I love your streamer. I know you guys are all simps for her. I'm not in a romantic love with her, okay? I'm not going to take her away from you guys. Don't worry about it. She's still your queen. I'm just like, I like her as my friend. Who is Annie? Okay, don't pretend you don't know who Annie Fuchsia is. It's like saying who is Joe Biden.
Hours played, I still play other games every single day, and do not want to play FF all day every day. In closing, when I was moving away from WoW and drifting towards FF14, I was very skeptical if it could hold the attention of a more hardcore raider like myself. However, I 100% made the right decision moving over to 14, with Ultimate Raiding breathing new life into the MMO genre for me. It gave me a goal to strive for, and required me to get better as a player, think deeper about the game, and push myself to be the best player I possibly could be. As long as FF14 keeps releasing ultimates, I'll keep playing. True. If you love challenging yourself and overcoming difficult bosses, then FF14 is 100% the game for you. Despite being focused on more casual content, there is still plenty of content for high-end raiders and people who enjoy being really good at the games they play. The speedrun community in 14
Wait, this is Garuda, bro. Why does Garuda look different to level 80? I swear to God, these people, whoever made Final Fantasy, Square Enix, they're so smart. They took this little fucking old boss, harpy little garbage boss from level 50, and they made her into a god. It's spoilers? Oh, shit! Wait, did I just spoil myself? Oh my God, does that mean Garuda will be actually in Shadowbringers, reborn by some fucking god? Ah, fuck's sake. Fuck you, motherfucker. Lynx Kameli, why didn't you show some fights that are not reincarnation of all fights? You literally just spoiled everything for me. Fuck you. I'm not gonna do it though. Stupid ass fucking guy. I'm kidding. Good job.